Hello from the 2019 Global Legal Hackathon here at the Microsoft office in Times Square, New York, New York. I'm Laurence Colletti, your host for today's show, and we're here with a bunch of gentlemen that have they've started designing a really interesting product. I've gotten bits and snippets. I think it's rumors and conjecture at this point, but what's the name of your team, gentlemen?
Granite Apple.
Wait, is that Granite Apples?
Granite Apple.
I think this is the team leader, so I'm going to go over to him and get a final on the name of the team.
We're the Granite Apple.
The Granite Apples. Okay, well, let's go by and just meet everybody on the team here. So, and just, guys, if you don't mind, just tell us where you're from and then what position you play on the team here. So we'll start with the leader.
Keith Kevelson, group leader.
I'm Ted Rand, Code Bulldog, as Keith said. Handle like the integrations and stuff.
Janis, I'm the key of networking, security, and as I like to say, the head of international relations.
My name is Ankur Patel, and I am the, I guess you could say, machine learning engineer.
My name is Lacoy Todman. I'm the founder of Grand Royalty, but I'm also the head of UX and UI design.
I'm Taylor, and I'm the CEO because I'm the only one pushing for funding right now.
That's awesome. So what's the name of the product? I know you guys have been kicking some names around. I've heard a little bit all day, but what did you guys finally settle on?
City Alert.
City Alert. So nobody wanted to call it the NARC app, NAP for short?
It didn't test well. It didn't.
But they kind of ruled me out, so...
It didn't go through beta very well.
No, but think of the incredible tagline, NAP, not just for sleeping anymore. No?
Too close to Napster.
Okay, gotcha. So why don't we go through this? I've heard a little bit. It sounds really cool. You guys are taking advantage of mobile features on phones and devices and things. And so let's get, who can explain for the audience what this app in general does? All right, here's the team leader.
This alerts people of violent crime going on in their vicinity and also alerts them of violent crime near anyone using the app at the time in their network. And also, finally, uniquely, alerts them of attorneys in their area who could help them bring a legal claim against somebody.
Okay, before we get into how it works, who's it intended for?
It's intended for people who are living in high-crime areas who often don't know or are unable to seek ideal legal remedies.
Also for homeowner associations, rape victims, victims of crime, gun violence, families. We imagine a world where kids are playing in a neighborhood safely, parents have a peace of mind, and every community is together and informed.
That's pretty good spokesmanship going on right there.
He's great, isn't he? Isn't he great?
Did you hear the mic dropping?
Mic drop? Well, speaking of the microphones, that's one of the things I overheard over here. So obviously, you know, we do audio in the podcasting world, and so I overheard some of the discussions about activating the microphone and how that all works. So somebody explain to me the concept. I mean, how does it passively figure out if a crime's being committed or not?
So there is where we really use the machine learning. So basically, right now, the app, we like to call it, like the Silicon Valley app, hot dog or not hot dog. Right now, ours is gunshot or not gunshot. Hopefully, we can get a little bit beyond that. But essentially, we take in the incoming signal. We take in 3-second intervals and determine if those 3-second intervals show evidence of a violent incident. If they do, then we return a signal to keep recording. And if not, then we just tell it to go on as business as usual. And then those recordings get uploaded to a public ledger, and the respondent gets, like Keith said, connected to attorneys that specialize in that cause of action.
So it doesn't call the police?
We can make it call the police. We use AI-powered crime maps with audio integration so that people that call the police, they have a distress signal in their indicator, and it tells police how urgent is the call.
So in that feature, it really is a NARC app. Still no takers? No. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
But we have had some questions like, well, you know, what if it wasn't actually a violent incident, but you know, another act of high emotional regard that wasn't violent. So, you know, we've thought about things like manual publishing of the incident by the person, other things like that. So those are some issues that we're dealing with related to that.
Well, let's walk through that, because I think I asked one of you guys that, like, let's say there's some thespians in the park and they're doing some sword play, and to the app, I don't know if it'll be able to tell, what is acting versus what is a truly violent incident. So how does that process? How does the app figure that out?
You'd have to filter using certain machine learning algorithms that detect specifically for theatrical elements, including the lack of extreme audience reaction. So if the audience around the actors wasn't jumping around in panic, the app would be designed ideally to not trigger an alert in that situation. A key part of the machine learning algorithm is ultimately the detection of panic going around you, around the attack.
Okay, excellent. Well, as you guys know, we're at the hackathon, so there's obviously some competition going on here, and the winners will advance and go on to the next rounds. And there's the finals. I think they're in May. I don't have the final date listed, but a great event. We went to it last year. It was fantastic. So I understand one of y'all is the front man, the pitch man. So who's that?
Sure, I guess it's me. So at first I thought our idea was, I didn't really know what to expect, and then we had a lot of coding experience, and slowly I'm thinking we have a shot to win. I mean, at first I thought I didn't know what was going to happen, but now I think we definitely do, especially because we're putting together products, and a lot of other teams, I don't see any indication of products being put together, just ideas. So I'm hoping if we come with an idea, a working model of what we plan to fully complete, that will stand a very good shot at winning the competition.
Excellent. So I want to hear the early pitch. I mean, I understand it's still in beta, but let's give it a run. All right, here we go.
Okay, I wouldn't need a drum roll, but I'm just going to go impromptu here. City Alerts is an app that allows people to be safe. Your kids to be safe, your neighborhood to be safe, your community to be together. And we use artificial intelligence, machine learning, audio integration, and also we use recording so that we can decipher what is, let's say, just from people playing or someone really in high distress. We have resources available for rape victims, victims of a sexual assault, and our aim is to make you safe.
Excellent. We had one more team member just join us. She just walked in. So would you mind introducing yourself to us and your role on the team?
Yeah, my name is Silu. I'm working on the front end. I'm using a platform called Expo to deploy the mobile app, and the language I use is React Native. So we want to, because people cannot carry their laptop or computers around, so we decided to deploy it on the mobile phone, and we just finished kind of half of it, and we're gonna make the interface maybe prettier tomorrow for the demo. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. So is it actually going to report? Are you guys going to act something out, like act like there's some violence, and see if it works on stage? We
were definitely talking about that. We were actually talking about getting out in the streets, doing some recording in the streets. But we are probably going to at least do some kind of simulation. I think without something like that, we wouldn't get the point across. So, whether it's a recording of New York City street or something at the event, I think what we bring, that's going to be one of the things to watch.
All right, last question before we close it out. I'm not sure if there's any consensus. Do you guys think you have a chance of winning?
I think we have a very good chance of winning, as much as anybody else, certainly.
All right, I think that's well said. So I think we'll leave it there. I want to thank you guys for letting me hone in on your session here, sit around with you guys. You guys got a lot of food at the table, by the way. I'm hoping this is fueling the creativity. All right, well, from the Microsoft office in Times Square at the Global Legal Hackathon 2019, I'm Laurence Colletti. I'm signing off, but I hope you guys make it a wonderful day, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you'd like more information about what you've heard today, please visit LegalTalkNetwork.com. Subscribe via iTunes and RSS. Find us on Twitter and Facebook, or download our free Legal Talk Network app in Google Play and iTunes. The views expressed by the participants of this program are their own and do not represent the views of, nor are they endorsed by, Legal Talk Network, its officers, directors, employees, agents, representatives, shareholders, and subsidiaries. None of the content should be considered legal advice. As always, consult a lawyer.